Bournemouth. George, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to take that. That's very kind. Yes, wonderful classics of British aviation. We saw the Battle of Britain Memorial flight earlier. We've just seen the Hunter. And if you look out to your left, you'll see the trails of unburnt smoke, unburnt fuel even, as Avro Vulcan XX558 is with us at the Bournemouth Air Festival. Thought she was going to make a lot of noise. She can tiptoe up on you. Go by quite quietly. We shall get the noise later. That is all in the hands of the man flying her today, Rumens. Sitting alongside him is co-captain Bill Perrins, and the third person on board is the air electronics operator Jonathan Vasari, down the back of the aircraft. So there she is, that absolutely classic shape, designed by the same man who designed the Lancaster. We saw the Lancaster earlier, typical World War II propeller-driven aircraft. This was designed only 5 years later. It flew only 11 years after the Lancaster first flew. 1941 for the Lancaster, 1952 for this aircraft, and yet they might have come from different centuries. Does make the earth move. That's the sound of 4 Rolls-Royce Bristol Olympus engines. 16,500 pounds of static thrust from each of them, about 65,000 pounds in total. And you also heard there the Vulcan howl, the unique sound. You get the lovely blue note from the Hunter and the howl from the Vulcan. It's all to do with the way those engines are buried deep inside the air intakes at the front of the wing. I noticed that Kev has put the undercarriage down now, not that it's going to land or anything, but just so that we see her with the wheels down, and he'll do a slow fly past. All 18 wheels extended, 16 in the main undercarriage, and 2 on the nose wheel. Interestingly, I said that 1952 was the maiden flight of the Vulcan. Actually, it was exactly 62 years ago today, the 30th of August, 1952. First Avro 698 tailless Delta flew for the first time. Sad to say the great Roy Chadwick, who designed her and also the Lancaster, died a year later. Sorry, had already died a year after. Also, you will have seen the kind of angle of bank that Kev is able to put on. When she first flew at the Farnborough Air Show, and I was there, I saw it, the test pilot Rolly Falk actually did roll her all the way round, completely through upside down. She could still do that today. She is an immensely manoeuvrable aeroplane. She even has fighter-like sticks instead of the big control yokes that most bombers have. So she was really designed to be highly manoeuvrable at high and low speeds. Just subsonic, this aircraft, not supersonic. Look underneath and you will see the bomb bay opening as she comes by. That is the huge bomb bay, that is the heart of the bomber. That is the bomb bay that carries originally the megaton hydrogen bombs as part of the mutually assured destruction during the Cold War. And then later on carried 21 1,000-pound bombs down to the Falkland Islands, and they were, all of them were dropped in a stick diagonally across the runway at Port Stanley. 2 of them hit it. That was about half of the course. These were Second World War style bombs, completely unguided, but it effectively prevented the Argentines who were occupying the Falkland Islands from using Port Stanley Airport for their fast jets. So that was the longest bombing raid in history at the time, and it took those 10 tons of bombs That 7,700 mile round trip, which retired 18 air-to-air refuelings. As she comes by this time, you'll see the Bombay doors closing. Bombay now is full of the names of people who have contributed to this aircraft. Bombay doors now closed. I've been asked twice today what it is that makes her so popular. She is the most popular aeroplane in the country. I have to whisper this because I see Squadron Leader Mike Ling of the Red Arrows is here today, but at Farnborough they polled 16,300 Facebook followers with what was the most popular aeroplane in the show, and the Red Arrows came second and Vulcan came top. But Mike Ling is standing right in front of me, and so I'm just having to say that rather quietly. So this will be her final pass, I believe. She'll come by sort of medium speed. There she is, your Vulcan. She belongs to the British people. She has painted on her nose the spirit of Great Britain, and she does indeed represent the very best imaginative, thinking out of the box virtues of British aeronautical design and engineering. And there she is, most popular aircraft in the country, and your very own.
Sean, that was absolutely magnificent. Bournemouth, did you enjoy that? That is just amazing. I mean, extraordinary. The Vulcan effect, Sean, after all these years, is still with us.
I believe it is, yes. It is extraordinary.